I think right now the market is panic selling or sort of reacting to the macroeconomic trends. I think you might see Bitcoin slide a little bit further, but as I've previously said, I think the end of this year, Bitcoin 150,000 is within reach. I think that within the next 4 years, you could see Bitcoin between 4 and 500,000, because there's only 3 to 5 million Bitcoin transacting at any given time, and the market is modeling off of 21 million in circulation. So when you look at somebody coming in to set up a strategic reserve, for instance, that takes quite a bit of supply off the market, and the market has to react to that. So just like you just saw an oversell based on economic news, macroeconomic factors, I think what you could see is people exuberantly buying based on supply constraints, and I think that's just going to drive the price up.
So is it just a supply dynamic that pushes Bitcoin to these prices, or there's something fundamental? And that's the thing I think that some people like scratch their heads with. They know, like, when I buy a stock, I'm getting a piece of a company. I'm getting a piece of their earnings. I'm getting dividend. When I buy a bond, I'm getting a coupon. I'm getting interest rate. When I'm buying Bitcoin, when I'm buying Ethereum, what value am I actually getting to then understand where that value can go?
Well, if I could back up a little bit, Bitcoin started off as a protest vote against inflationary central bank policies. And I think it served its purpose to designate that people were skeptical of what was going on there. But what it's become is almost like a national strategic initiative for countries to, and large-scale financial institutions, to hedge against the performance of inflationary assets, and to also allow people to settle in a currency that's not denominated in dollars. So when you look at it that way, if the United States moves forward and sets up a strategic reserve, then every other country has to react and gain a piece of the future money supply. So what you get is you get an ownership in the future money supply of a non-dollar asset, where you can settle deals outside of the dollar, or you can perform transactions outside of the dollar, but you own a piece of that future economy. So I think from a strategic perspective, as an individual investor, it just makes sense to try to gain some of that.